Hello and welcome back. This is Dan Cardoza with another installment of the Transform 21-Day Rapid Fat Loss Toolkit. Now today is day number 14. We're about 2/3 of the way through the Transform 21-Day program, and we haven't spent a whole lot of time talking about exercise yet. Of course, back in the earlier stages of the program, I mentioned the whole concept of synergy, and I referred to the fact that you want to make sure that you're synchronizing your nutritional efforts as well as your workout efforts. And so today and tomorrow, in the next installment as well, we're going to talk about some of the key concepts related to working out. Now, today's lesson is entitled Metabolism Makeover. And if you would remember back to one of the first installments of this series, you would have calculated your base metabolic rate or your resting metabolic rate. The truth of the matter is that when you are working out, your muscles are more active. And so the more active your muscles are through working out, you're going to have a higher base metabolic rate or resting metabolic rate. It's just the way it is. So let's say somebody who is sedentary is burning on average 1,500 calories per day, just to use a nice round number. If that person all of a sudden started doing exercise, started working out 3-4 times a week, it doesn't even have to be every day, but they started doing 3-4 workouts a week, they could actually boost their metabolic rate from 1,500 maybe up to as high as 1,900 or even 2,000 calories. You can actually experience about a 30% jump in the number of calories you're burning just by working out 3 to 5 days a week. Now, specifically when it comes to working out, the single greatest factor that's going to boost your metabolism, the one thing that's going to make over your metabolism and even put the brakes on premature aging, is going to be the resistance training or strength training component of your workouts. Now, strength training and resistance training and weightlifting, all those terms are synonymous with one another. They're all referring to the same thing. Now, you can do resistance training or strength training using machines at a gym. You can do it using your own body weight in an open space, just with a floor or a mat. You can use stability balls, medicine balls, resistance bands. There's so many different formats or forms and modalities of resistance training. But the main thing to understand from today's lesson is that resistance training or strength training is absolutely going to be the single greatest thing that impacts your metabolic rate, which is the number of calories you're burning on a day-by-day basis. And so if you're not already doing a resistance training program, that is absolutely something that you need to incorporate as soon as possible. There's no way that through diet and cardio alone you're going to get as good results as if you incorporated a resistance training program. And so the golden rule for today, fat loss golden rule number 8, is that you're going to want to perform resistance training at least 3 times a week with progressively challenging workouts. And I want to talk about what those workouts should include. There's 2 main components to the resistance training workouts that I want you to consider. And so let's look at those 2 factors right now. 2 main things to consider when you are performing a resistance training program are the 2 P's, personalized and progressive. First of all, personalized. Some people are fearful that when beginning a resistance training program that they're going to look like the bodybuilders that they see on television or in the magazines. And if that's your goal, well, there are specific ways you can train to accomplish that. But for most folks, at least most folks that train with us here at Body Balance, most folks don't want to become bodybuilders. They just want to get leaner, stronger, slimmer, more fit, have more energy, that sort of stuff. And so a personalized program simply means that you are performing a weight training workout that takes into account where you're at right now as well as where you'd like to be in the future, and it builds around that. And so you have a point A, you have a point B, and then the steps in between are going to be customized or personalized to your specific level fitness right now and to your specific goals that you have in mind for yourself. And so that's the first main component of any resistance training program, is that it's got to be personalized. That's often where a personal trainer can come into the mix and help guide you, providing some program design help or just providing some guidance to help make sure that you're actually doing the things that are going to help you achieve the results that you're after.